Specialists of an Italian company believe their development represents a new era of regional air mobility. They invented the special ANN platform that allows assembling a variety of vertical takeoff and landing vehicles. At the moment, their characteristics are the following: a capacity of up to 6 people, a range of up to 497 miles, a cruising speed of up to 186 miles per hour, and an eco-friendly hybrid power plant. You see a computer and an actual model of the ANN2 version. It's a 2-seat vehicle suitable for both personal and commercial use. Controls are manual, remote, or automatic, and thanks to the flexibility of production, the team is ready to take into account the wishes of the user on the finishing details and on various electronic systems. The ANN2 is still a prototype, but testing is scheduled for this year. This is how Finnair will upgrade the cabins of its Airbus A350 and A330. The new Collins Aerospace Air Lounge seats are promised to be integrated within a couple of years, so in 2024, the entire business class will start shining with new colours. Fin experts were helped in the development by Priestman Good, a team of London designers. The final version differs from similar products available on the market and is inspired by home furniture. Crisp lines and understated colours capture the Scandinavian style, and the lack of complicated mechanisms is made for a shell that's comfortable to both sit and lie in. This allows you to move more freely and take up different positions that traditional aircraft seats do not allow, said a Finnair spokesperson. The company also unveiled seats for other classes. They have been improved, even though it doesn't look that impressive. They also unveiled the total cost of the investments in the development, about $204 million. When it comes to various technologies of the future, it is impossible not to mention the creations of Japanese engineers. Today, we're taking a look at the Glass, a joint project between scientists at Kyoto University and one of Japan's leading construction firms. The design will seem familiar to anyone who has seen Interstellar. The conical construction makes one revolution in 20 seconds, as a result of which the centrifugal force provides normal Earth gravity. The structure is 1,300 feet high and has a radius of 328 feet, and a special hexagon space track transportation system will be used to transport people. According to a representative of Kyoto University, there is no plan like this in other countries' space development plans. According to preliminary estimates, the project will take about 100 years to implement, but a simplified version might be ready by 2050. Here's a pair of interesting shoes for fashion connoisseurs. These shift-wear sneakers allow you to change the design. You just have to open the app, draw your design, and it will appear on the special flexible inserts. The authors specify that e-ink technology is used, and all components are so well protected from moisture that the sneakers can even withstand machine washing. The authors decided not to stop at the possibility of changing the color of the shoes. They added Kevlar fibers to the sole, and the sneakers are charging while you walk. In addition, they have built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, a gyroscope, and accelerometer. Thanks to this, you can set the pattern to change when you jump or tilt. On Indiegogo, you'll have to pay $150 for a pair. The project has pleased the sponsors and raised more than $760,000. However, at the moment, the Shiftwear website is not available. Next up is a creation of a Dutch designer with a very impressive portfolio. He's worked with 20th Century Fox, Netflix, Microsoft, and other major companies. And today, we're going to show you his rover for planetary exploration. The vehicle is called the Gura Terra Incognita Space Rover and is designed for a crew of 6. For reliability, the rover has 6 electric motors, as well as a modular architecture, so it's easier to maintain and replace parts. The combination of the specially designed compartmentalizing hull and automatic systems in case of emergency provides a 72% chance of survival, and the ASA system will allow the rover to navigate in 3-dimensional space and avoid dangerous maneuvers. Experts from South Korea also presented their city of the future. They came up with the project Oceanix Busan, a smart city on the water, able to meet 100% of its energy and water needs on its own. It's already been presented at the UN headquarters. A prototype is being actively developed in the port of Busan and is due for completion in 2025. According to the presentation, the city will hold about 10,000 people and will be located on 3 floating platforms, occupying an area of 0.29 square miles. The main slogan is "Living in harmony with nature." Therefore, it's planned to use smart construction technologies that reduce the effects on climate change. In addition, the city will be able to use tides, currents, waves, rain, and solar energy. This motorcycle concept is featured on DeviantArt, a platform popular among illustrators, designers, and artists. The vehicle reminds us a lot of games and movies, for example the Tron series. It's about 13 feet long, and each wheel has a separate electric motor, giving it a top speed of about 300 miles per hour. The rider sits on a car-like seat, and the suspension allows the bike to tilt about 55 degrees. There are a host of auxiliary systems for convenience: the EGIC gyroscope, ESP stabilization, and acceleration and braking control. Next up is an invention from the Czech Republic. A local designer surprised us with this electric racing buggy. The project is called Formule 2, and it's designed not only for asphalt, but also for off-road. For example, it can ride on dunes. An unusual feature of the concept is that the pilot is seated in a special pod, which, depending on the track's surface, is equipped with appropriate wheel platforms. In order to change platforms, it'll be necessary to enter a racing pit with special droids. The idea reminds us a little of supermoto ring motorcycle races, in which the ratio of asphalt to ground on the track is about 70 to 30%. It's unlikely that the vehicle will be mass-produced, but the author 3D printed a Formula 2 model at a scale of 1 to 5. Moreover, you can drive the car in the game Trackmania 2. What you see here is a liquid tree, or outdoor photobioreactor known as Liquid 3. The design is quite simple. Essentially, it's a 159-gallon tank of water with microalgae that absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen. It's estimated that one reactor replaces 2 10-year-old trees, or about 2,153 square feet of green space. The version shown here is designed in Serbia and installed in the country's capital, Belgrade. The prospects are not bad. First, the photobioreactor is quite compact, and second, it can be easily installed where it's not possible to plant trees or lawns. For Belgrade itself, this technology is very relevant, as it is the 4th most polluted city in the country, and the development will make it possible to level out the impact of nearby coal-fired power plants. A curious development from the UK. Loughborough University has come up with a guide dog alternative. Thea is inspired by various VR projects and offers many features, including programmable routes, voice control, processing and responding to audio signals, and the ability to get information about the weather, pedestrian density, traffic, and other important things. For example, you can name the address, and the system itself will build the best route based on real-time data. A set of sensors and cameras provides 270-degree vision of the device, and it's designed to be held in one hand. All of these features can increase the user's walking speed by about 200%, according to the engineers. However, the device is still a prototype, but there is already a lot of interest in it. In January 2021, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, presented a very curious project. On the screen is a revolutionary city called The Line. The Line redefines the concept of urban development and what cities of the future should look like, states the website of the project, and it immediately surprises with numbers. The city will be 106 miles long and 656 feet wide. About 9 million people will be able to live in it, and only renewable energy sources will be used for the city's needs. Everything necessary for a comfortable life will be within 5-minute walking distance, and the trip from one end of the city to the other will take 20 minutes thanks to a high-speed railroad. It is known that a territory in the north of the country has already been allocated for this project. However, not everyone liked this idea. Seems like a city from an episode of Black Mirror. Isn't this how horror stories start? Wondered one person who watched the video. What do you think?